I'm Rockin Grandma, and welcome to Rockin Grandma's Story Time with the Pittsville branch of the Wicomico County Public Library. And today it's all about wild things, and we're going to read for 2 stories. The first story is Lion Lessons by Agee. It's not easy getting your lion diploma. I know, I took lessons. My teacher was a pro. There are 7 steps to becoming a lion, he said. But first, we must stretch. We did the upward lion, the downward lion, the upward downward lion, the rolling lion, the flying lion, and we shook our manes. Step 1 was looking fierce. Watch me, said the lion. You bare your claws, gnash your teeth, and show your fangs. I tried out my 3 most frightening poses. The lion wasn't impressed. Step 2 was roaring. It's simple, said the lion. Take a deep breath and roar as loud as you can into the microphone. So I took a deep breath and roared as loud as I could. Roar. Needs work, said lion. Step 3 was choosing what to eat. The lion showed me a menu. Free-range muskrat, organic iguana, wombat, grass-fed gnu, all-you-can-eat antelope, sloth, or prairie-raised anteater, and wild warthog. Are there any specials? I asked. You know, like spaghetti? The lion growled. We don't eat spaghetti. Step 4 was prowling around. We crept through the woods trying to be quiet and invisible. We hid in the bushes. I can see your tail, said the lion. We hid behind trees. Your tail, said the lion. I can still see it. Step 5 was sprinting. Do you see that tree, said the lion. I looked around. You mean the little one? No, said the lion. The big one on the faraway hill. I need you there in 5 minutes. It took me an hour. You need to hit the gym, said the lion. Step 6 was pouncing. It's simple, said the lion. You get a running start, and then you jump on that lady. But I'll scare her to death. That's the idea, said the lion. So I got a running start. And I pounced. What a cute little kitty cat, said the lady. Are you lost? Meow, I said. The lion checked my score. This is not very promising. Step 7 was looking out for your friends. Right away, I spotted a kitten. Friend or foe, said the lion. That's easy, I said. Friend. What about the dog? I let out a ferocious roar. I bared my claws. I gnashed my teeth, pawed the ground, shook my mane, and then I sprinted across the field as fast as I could. And I pounced exactly like, well, you know, a lion. Bravo, said the lion. And that's how I got my diploma. I'm very proud of it. But now, the neighborhood cats won't leave me alone. The end. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Rockin Grandma's story time. So to continue on with our wild things, we're going to read Where the Wild Things Are by Maurice Sendak. Where the Wild Things Are. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind and another. His mother called him Wild Thing, and he said, "I'll eat you up." So he was sent to bed without eating anything. That very night in Max's room, a forest grew and grew and grew until his ceiling hung with vines and the wall became the world all around. And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through the night and day. And in and out of weeks, and almost over a year, is where the wild things are. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars, and gnashed their terrible teeth, and rolled their terrible eyes, and showed their terrible claws. And Max said, "Be still," and tamed them with the magic trick of staring into all their yellow eyes without blinking once. And they were frightened and called him the most wild thing of all, and made him king of all the wild things. "And now," cried Max, "let the wild rumpus start." and they danced under the moon. And they swung from the tree to tree. And they lifted Max up, and they danced some more. "Now stop," Max said. And he sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all the wild things, was lonely and wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Then all around him, from far away across the world, he smelled good things to eat. So he gave up being king of where the wild things are. But the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so." And Max said no. The wild things roared their terrible roars, and gnashed their terrible teeth, and rolled their terrible eyes, and showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye, and sailed back over a year, and in and out of weeks, and through a day, and into the night of his very own room, where he found his supper was waiting for him. And it was still hot. The end. Well, thank you for joining me for Rockin Grandma Story Time. Be sure to check your local library's events and see when the next story time is going to be. See you soon.
Thank you.